All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So, even as today's pod was getting ready to be made, um, I had the opportunity to do a truly amazing session with my community earlier today. For those of you who are in the community, you know that on Mondays and Fridays we meet between 6 and 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And every week, every session, that's twice a week, I'll definitely say this, it's an inspired session because a lot of times the themes are sort of like, if you know what that means, they're downloads. These are just, you know, gentle nudges that come to me. And it's the group that shows up to experience the session that really gives energy, gives light, and most importantly, gives heart to each of these sessions. And so today was no different. It was beautiful in that today was officially the last eye hypnosis life experience for this year. Because officially, when we meet again on Friday, that's on the 3rd of Jan 2025, as it goes, we will be in the new year. And I can definitely say that this year has been a lot of heart, has been a lot of love, from students who have showed up and shown a lot of dedication, a lot of love, a lot of intention to be present, whether it was with their cameras on, whether it was with their cameras off, whether they were attending our sessions while sitting in front of their machines, or some of them were traveling, but they always made it a point to show up and they always made it a point to participate. And I saw the same love even in community meetings that I've had with with friends, people who uh, themselves are running communities, and of course a special shout out to both Pallavi and Karthika for inviting me to be part of their communities and to share this love, to share the energy with their um, with their communities, and also a special shout out to Veena and also to um, let me see, I'm like checking my notes also so that I get all the names in. Um, and even as I'm doing that, and yes, I remember now, Dr. Maria as well. And so these are like the four that we did. Did a lot of experiments with this year, and got to meet some really amazing people in these groups. And of course, there were a couple of podcasts. There were a lot of podcasts that I got to host and to invite. We did, I think, at last count, about 37 and about four interviews with our students. So a little over 40 podcasts this year, which were interviews of people who are on their healing journey, people who are in the process of building out their healing and coaching businesses. Also, a special shout out to Parna for sharing my audio deep trance with her group in her community meetup, and you also got to do a in-person uh, live community program with Pallavi and her community. Um, so a lot of firsts this year, a lot of a lot of coming together of the many years of um, multiple experiments. In our world, we call them funnels as well. So a lot of different funnels that were tested out, and then eventually, of course, we did level one of what used to be called the IHNLP practitioner program. We did a level two as well, and Eventually, we even tested out a level 2.5. And a big shout out to all the students who made it, not only who made it with the intention of wanting to participate, but also were able to go all the way till the end. We had a fantastic graduation literally a month ago. So on the 30th of November, we did a our first ever live event, which was amazing. This happened in Bangalore, and I'm sharing all of these stories of especially journeys with our students because I know that a lot of this came together because of this one really powerful emotion, which is love. People came with the intention of wanting to connect with themselves deeper, wanting to make a difference in their own lives, wanting to heal, wanting to truly acknowledge themselves, to be able to be in a position where they can actually say that yes, I love myself. Now, to some of us, this might seem an odd expression, but again, depending on our own life's experiences, um, sometimes we grow up without the ability or the willingness to acknowledge it or to even say it or even feel it. And as adults, when we make that intention to change, and we actually actively participate in loving ourselves, then a lot of shifts happen, not only in our own lives, but of course in the lives of people who matter to us, whether they are our partners, whether they are our parents, children, our friends, people we work with, our clients. It literally, trickles and even cascades into so many areas of our own lives. So when we make it a point to acknowledge ourselves, and not just acknowledge ourselves, but to actually practice um, connecting to our heart, then we start to see a lot of shifts in our life. So, as I said before, today being the 30th of December 2024, it's a beautiful way to come back home. As you can tell, I'm back in the studio, and you know, um, I've been very, very fortunate to have had some absolutely amazing experiences this year, meeting some really amazing people, both in the online world and, of course, in person. And this is just a moment to pause, reflect, and look forward to the new year and to new and amazing connections, collaborations, friendships, and new programs, new um, locations, amongst many other um, changes. So I'm definitely looking forward to the new year and new developments. And you know, if you're, especially as a healer coach, if you're somebody who is on this journey and you're looking, you're looking to maybe to consolidate what you've been doing all this while. Um, I guess one thing I can definitely say is that let it come from a deeper place. Let it come from a place of that sort of like goes beyond your whether it's your ego or whether it is your conscious understanding. Let it come from a deeper place. Let it be a guidance rather than you trying to set the bar. Now, for some of you, that might make perfect sense. For some of you, this might not make any sense at all. And to me, I've myself come to the understanding that it does not matter. You know exactly where you are. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly the path that you're on. And, this is just, for some of us, this is just the beginning. For some of us, this is maybe that point in the journey where things start to only get better from here. So, wishing you, of course, all the very best in all of your endeavors as you look forward to the new year and, of course, reflect on the year that was and all the amazing um, lessons, all the amazing growth that you've had the opportunity to experience. And, of course, as always, this is a daily pod, the Hypnosis Life Healer Coach Speaks. This is, of course, the name of our pod. We've been building it up slowly, and I'm sure there'll be many more episodes to be had. Today, I think at this count, we are close to maybe 800 uploads. On YouTube, of course, you'll find over today we're, I think, officially 443, episode 443. I know there have been a few more that we've not tracked, but as far as uploads go, we started in October of 2022. So I think we're somewhere in that 800 range, if not a little bit more. So all I can say, of course, is that, wishing you the very, very, very best. And, if there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out and let me know. And having said all of that, of course, remember to live your purpose. God bless. Of course, I will see you tomorrow on another pod. Take care. Catch you soon. And as always,